The biggest mistake we make when we talk about pregnancy, birth, and breastfeeding is treating them as they are separate stories. We prepare for pregnancy, then we make a birth plan, and only after the baby arrives do we begin thinking seriously about breastfeeding. But your body doesn't experience these stages separately. Pregnancy is already preparing you for the birth. Birth can influence those first fragile hours with your baby. And breastfeeding doesn't begin when your baby first reaches your breast. Its foundations are being laid long before that moment. That is why in this series, I don't only want to explain what is happening. I want to help you to understand what you can actually do and when. During pregnancy, we will talk about how your body, brain, and nervous system are changing. But we will also look at practical questions. When should you begin preparing for the birth and how? What can you do during pregnancy to prepare for breastfeeding? What is genuinely useful and what creates unnecessary pressure? Before birth, you can learn how breastfeeding normally begins, discuss uninterrupted skin-to-skin contact with your birth team, and find out where to get help if feeding is difficult. You don't need to toughen your nipples or buy a cupboard full of breastfeeding products. What you need most is realistic information, support, and simple plan for where to turn when something doesn't feel right. During the birth, your baby is not simply a passive passenger. Your baby moves, responds to pressure, and experiences powerful hormonal changes while preparing for the life outside your body. We will explore what may help you feel safer during the labor, what your baby may experience, and how your birth environment can affect your own nervous system. And we will talk about what you can do when birth doesn't follow the original plan. And this can unfortunately happen. Because a caesarean birth, an assisted birth, or separation after delivery does not mean that bonding or breastfeeding has been ruined. After birth, we will focus on those first minutes, hours, and days. When possible, keep your eyes closed and spend time skin to skin with your baby. Watch your baby rather than clock. Early feeding cues such as stirring, turning the head, opening the mouth, or bringing hands toward the face are usually easier to respond to than crying. We will talk about how to recognize a deep, comfortable latch, how often newborn babies usually feed, and when hand expressing colostrum may be helpful. You will also learn which difficulties can be part of a normal learning process and which signs mean that you and your baby need a professional support. Not every baby immediately finds the breast and feeds perfectly. Sometimes there's exhaustion, pain, fear, separation, or uncertainty. Sometimes breastfeeding takes time, skilled support, and many attempts. Difficulty never means that you have failed or that your body has failed. I'm a midwife, a nurse, and a psychologist too. My name is Alena, and this series we're going to follow the entire journey from the earliest weeks of pregnancy through labor and birth and the first days and weeks of breastfeeding. In every episode, I will explain what is happening, what you can do at the stage, and when it is time to ask for help. Not 3 separate chapters, but one continuous extraordinary story of your life. And that story begins before you even know you are pregnant. In the next episode, let's go right back to the beginning. And if you there and currently being pregnant, write down in the comments how far along are you, so I know who is listening. Have a wonderful day and a peaceful night.